Kia ora, tina koto, hello and welcome to episode 31 of Minecraft or BuildCraft and more. On today's episode we are going to carry on with the diamond factory. Oh yes, oh yes. And
yeah, so I've obviously you know, some people might be commenting on that I've actually spawned these and using too many items rather than sort of waiting. But yeah, I haven't actually spawned in any wood. Okay, so we're going to need to get some wood as well. Where is that? Here we go. So, and we're going to need some cobblestone as well. Plenty of cobblestone, that'll do. And yeah, so we need to make a bunch of sticks to turn into... Who can tell me what we're doing? What is it again? We're making a diamond factory. Why am I forgetting what I'm making? What is up with me today? Yes, that's a diamond factory. We're going to be carrying on with the... No, I said that already. See that? It's going to work at some point. Now, oh, I only need 10. Oh well. So we only need 40 cobblestone. We can chuck a few. There we go. And 10. 1, 2... Oh, no, we actually need more. We need 18. Yeah, I think we need 18, I think so, yeah. So 2 more. So that's good. It always pays to overbuild. That's actually what I always end up doing with my builds. I always, like, overbuild. Like, you know... Well, I don't overbuild, it's like, by the time it's like, oh man, this is going to take a ton of resources. But... You know, I always end up with tons of stuff left over. But anyway, so 18 iron gears. Now we need to... So have we got... We don't have enough glass. It's just, this is the first time I've cheated glass into the game. Let's see, where is... It can't be down there. It's got to be up here somewhere. There we go. So, we take these. Oh no, we only actually need 9. So I didn't need to cheat something at all. What? It doesn't even go there. So like that, and... There we go. Oh, so that's 10 combustion engines. That was, It wasn't really as bad as I thought it was going to be, but anyway, yeah. Now, yeah, what is going to be pretty bad though is the piping issue. I'm quickly realizing that this is hard. This is barely enough space to get, you know, pipes going on. So how we're gonna sort it out eventually is kind of a complete mystery. But anyway, just throwing down the combustion engines now. And so, combustion engines need water and lava. So I think... Now it's going to be... It will be tricky. This is going to be very tricky indeed. I think what we're going to have to do is have, you know, the pipe that will pump the cobblestone out will come out the top. And then say... Hello, zombie. The lava will come, you know, from the top there, I think. And then we'll have to have the water right next to it in a different kind of pipe, such as, you know, clean stone, smooth stone. And I don't want to have to put up with you, zombie. There we go. Random chance of getting peaceful, what about that? So yeah, that sort of sorts out that issue for now. Because I was just like, how am I going to do it? But looking at it, I sort of just discovered it for myself. There's only just enough space. Oh. No, we're not actually using lava, we're using oil. If I could find some more oil, if anyone's interested in looking for oil using my world seed, there it is. Let me know with some oilers. So, that's... I guess we're going to need to do a little bit more in this episode. Let's see. And we're going to need to, well, I think very first of all, we're going to need to sort of just... This is what I was planning to do from the start. We're not actually going to pipe everything into this oil. We're actually just going to, we're going to fill them up individually for now. Just to see how much we have. So, you know, it is equal distribution of the oil for each of these combustion engines. And I was sort of thinking as well, I think, now the way the supplying each one with water is going to work is I think probably on each side we might have some sort of like 2 wide going all the way along, sort of infinite spring, and then we can plug a bunch of pumps in there to keep all the combustion engines happy. And just in case anyone's wondering, I'm not actually following any sort of recommended design for mass diamond production using equivalent exchange and BuildCraft. What you're seeing here is completely improvised as I go along. And yeah. Now I think we'll just fast forward this next bit. See you then. Oh! No! Oh man. Oh dear. Now, I've actually learned from actually reviewing some of the red power stuff. The gems actually have they should be very, if not the same, similar as diamond. So this shouldn't take a minute to get through. Okay, maybe it will. Anyway, speaking of that, somebody thankfully pointed out in the last video, or maybe the last video or two, that I think that I was in the wrong here about how to make red alloy ingots. You actually need to use an alloy furnace, and that's made using bricks. And I'm not sure... Well, I know that that's how you do it, but I've never done it before. Okay, so after that blunder, let's just go ahead and plunk some more oil in. Thank you. Let's try again. Fast forward time. So I've just been noticing now that the, you know, there's more than half left of that, so that there's easily enough to put 2 buckets of oil into each of these. I'm not sure how much more efficient oil is than lava. Somebody's out there is bound to know. But hopefully it is a little more, slightly, probably, I don't know, it might be significantly more efficient for all I know, but yeah, it should last longer, reasonably longer than boring old lava. But yeah, so at some predetermined time, I'll probably have distributed all the oil into there at some point. But for now, 1 will do. Now, well actually, that is probably the best. You know, all 5 of these will probably only need 1 infinite spring to get going with. So having probably just 1 is probably, you know, a really good idea. Now I just want to try and find the middle. I'm literally just improvising here at this point. Literally just improvising as I go. We'll just take 2 of our infinite spring waters and placed them inside this 2x2 area, of which there shall be infinite water, yeah! Water to feed all the peoples of Muffin. I haven't forgotten the name of the world. Hopefully you haven't forgotten the name of the world either. Now, okay, well, that's the pump working, obviously. Now, I'm going to go on a limb here and see how... Basically, if... I was talking in the last couple of videos about sort of saying, well, how much can I spawn? I'm sort of just having a competition to see how much I can spawn in without people getting too angry. So let's test my luck a bit. We need some waterproof pipe. So we'll use some cobblestone and stone. Waterproof for now, and so we're going to need one. I see. Yes, so we'll demo this up. Let's see. So the clean pipe is going to go on the top of here, like so. We'll have the lava go in there, and then we'll have the water go in there, like that. Yeah, and the great beauty here is that the stone and the cobblestone, they won't connect with each other, so they can be right next to each other without connecting, which is very handy indeed. Now, how am I going to do this? Now I'm sort of just thinking, well... Now I guess this might work. You could do it on the side, really, and then sort of have it distribute that way. But I think probably a better way for the water to be distributed would be from the middle. So let's just sort of be a little daring here and get up on top. Now, water's probably the least. I'm sort of just thinking, well, you know, there's going to be plenty of pipes flowing along here now, so how am I going to... I really want to get the other piping out of the way first, so that... Well, water is the least of my concerns when it comes to dealing with pipe things here. I think probably the most important would be these ones here. So we'll worry about these ones first. And we'll just do two at a time. I think... Okay, I think what we can do is... Because there's going to be some red alloy ingots going along here like that. I think what we can do is, say, have one block above, have the lines sort of connect here, and then shoot out that way. And then we can have an iron pipe in the middle. You know, it's just iron pipe to regulate where they go. Yeah, that's right. So that's a good idea, actually. We'll do that. So we don't actually need to go up here at all. For these, anyway. So, let's see. We need some iron pipe. So if you feel that I'm sort of over-spawning things at any time, you know, feel free to pull bits of hair out and let me know. Oh, what are you doing with that wrench? It's not yours. I'm sorry, I won't spawn any again.
What is going on?
What is happening? So we'll do that, like that, there we go. Now we need to use the wrench. Like so. I've already provided a tutorial for how to wire up your wrench. And you do it like that. And then you, even though you're holding shift, you fall off. In the man. And then you do that, and then like all the items that come through can only go out that way now. Wasn't that ingenious? Now I think while we're messing around, after we've put these up, actually, let's go ahead and do that right now. Because I think it's probably better to do it like this, what I'm about to do. 7, 8, like that. Now, this, ladies and gentlemen, is how you make an alloy furnace. First of all, what you have to do is to stop your frame lag. It's very important. And then once you've done that, you take 8 bricks, slap them all together just like you would normal furnace, and boom. A red power specific furnace. What you do is you place it down just pretty much anywhere in the world, probably except underneath bedrock. That's probably not ideal. And then, I've never seen this interface before, so I'm not quite sure of what I'm doing. If I put that there, I think I understand a little bit. You do that, and then you put a piece of wood, and nothing happens. Because it uses 4 redstone. It uses 4 redstone and 1 iron ingot. You put the iron ingot in the middle, and then you put 4 redstone around the side. Arrgh, look at that, ladies and gents. It's going to make a red alloy ingot. Oh my goodness. That's so awesome, I forgot to do an accent. Yay! So, joyous days indeed. Now we just need 3 more of these, which means we need 2 more, so we need 4 more redstone. And whereabouts are we? There we go. You place, no, like that, yeah, like that. Then you put 2 more in, and then what you got to do is you gotta spawn in a piece. Now you don't spawn in wood, you actually have to make it using the planks that you've already got. You should already have some. And that should make some red alloy ingots. So yeah, thanks for the person who pointed out it's the alloy furnace that we need. It's a shame that, whoa. That is interesting, it doesn't actually use the configurator. You can put them in any order you want. Does that mean that it makes only red alloy? Well, yeah, what you got to do now is not that. That's not how you do it, Birdtross. What you got to do is you put your 3 iron ingots like that. They're not iron ingots, you poof. They're red alloy. Oh man, if I keep that up, I'm probably going to offend someone big time. What are you doing? Stop it! No! Don't connect to that! Why are you connecting to that? You're not supposed to connect to that. Let's see. It's probably gonna... Got the top. So yeah, this is what I was had in mind before my exit went like uber crazy. Okay, so we need 2 more. Alright. Oh, let's go ahead and spawn in a few red alloy ingots. You know, because you can't spawn in red wire by itself. You have to make it in batches of 12. It's kind of annoying. Well, it's not annoying. It's just that it doesn't. There's too many items for too many items to spawn in. And I'm probably holding a few too many items as well. I kept up the... I said I was going to stop the accent. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so that's all that wired up. Now what I was planning on doing is, say, having like a lever here. And that way we could actually turn off, yeah, you know, turn the engines off. So that they're, well, the idea is that so that they won't go crazy when I'm away, because you saw with burning, what happened is that it's not that it broke, it's just that it went a little weird, I think. Now, I'll place down the lever. Now, turning this lever will activate that, and it'll get all the, should get these engines going. And they'll start building the quarry, and then items will start flying everywhere, which is, it's not what we want at the moment, so we're going to keep that turned off for now. And then we'll carry on. What are we doing? We're pipe. Is it piping? Placing pipes? Pipe placement? I think that's what we're doing. Pipe placement. Reconfiguring pipe? Whatever you want to call it. So we just need one more. Well. Yep, so one more iron pipe. And there's no point doing that. So, yeah. Rather than having to make... okay, we're going to have to... Thank you. Should we try making an awesome kind of control center? I think we can work on a control center at some point where we can have the alchemical chest and the switch that controls everything. So just like somewhere over here, we'll have a massive, well, not massive, just a little hut. A control center. Arr, the control center. Where controls are centered. Now, how? What did I say? So lava's going to be stone, and water is going to be the smooth stone. Now, lava is my next concern for pipe management. If I could place any. Thank you. So, now where do we go from here? Like there. That's right. Then we can... I'm just sort of getting the foundation pipes out of the way. I have to say, this will be the biggest BuildCraft contraption that I have ever built once it's done. I've never built anything quite like this. I have no idea how laggy it's going to be. I imagine this is probably going to be quite a bit laggy because it has to render pretty much every single block in the pipe. You know, and they're called entities. And that is... Now I could... well, what I could do... I suppose I could do this. Where it's like... It's pretty much the same. Yeah, I think this is what we're going to be doing. And then hopefully those iron pipes don't actually interact. No, they don't. That's good. So yeah, we'll have these all connect up, and then in the middle we'll have a pipe that comes out. And then we can supply lava, oil, or fuel, or whatever kind of resource that we want of those three. Powering or fueling the, you know, the engines with that. It's going to be a little tricky, basically, because what's going to happen here is that it's going to split basically into, like, you know, 4 and stuff like that. And then, you know, so like these two engines here are going to get a lot of fuel, but the engines over here are not going to get as much. And I'm just sort of debating in my head right now whether it's actually going to be, whether it's fast enough to supply that. If it's not fast enough, then we can worry about that. So, how are we going to do this? A lava or fuel or whatever. I guess we can have the sort of tanks or whatever it's going to be over there. Then we can put that there. I should have gotten on top of it. Yeah, let's go ahead and just break a couple and get on top. Like so. And then we can move along like this very carefully. And just get over where the quarry is going to burn everything. It's not going to burn it, it's just going to mine it, isn't it? Does it mine it? Will it mine pipe? That's a good question. I've never tested that. We can't get out that way anymore. What's happening? Okay, here we are. Okay, and we're almost over the threshold. Come on. Come on. He gets it! And we'll just bring this down. And one more block. Oh, I see. So I can't go right next to the pond. That's a little unfortunate. Do that. And there we go. So this will be where the lava or fuel or whatever sort of goes into the system and fuels all the engines. Yeah, this is really starting to look like industrial, but awesome at the same time. Yeah, so I think this is enough for one episode. We'll leave it on a bit of a cliffhanger. When we come back, we'll wire up, pipe up, organize pipe management, place pipe something, the water ones. See you next time.